Imagine standing on the edge of Florida's eastern coastline. The sky darkens with stormy clouds swirling above, yet a piercing beam of fire and metal tears through the heavens. People cheer. The ground shakes. History is being written. Today, at the iconic Kennedy Space Center, SpaceX launched another mission that could reshape the way we connect, communicate, and command from Earth to orbit. But what exactly just happened? And why does it matter to you, me, and the future of our planet? Stay with us, because by the end of this video, you'll understand the full story behind today's powerful rocket launch, how it ties into a much larger mission, and why this moment could mark the beginning of a space-based revolution. The background of Kennedy Space Center. Kennedy Space Center, located on Merritt Island in Florida, isn't just a launch pad. It's a living monument to human ambition. Since its first rocket launch in 1967, KSC has been the gateway to space for NASA, SpaceX, and countless other missions. It was from here that Neil Armstrong launched on Apollo 11 to walk on the moon. And now, it's home to some of the most advanced launches in human history. Why Florida? Because of its proximity to the equator, rockets launched from here gain extra velocity from Earth's spin, making launches more fuel-efficient and cost-effective. Today, KSC stands as a collaborative spaceport where private innovation meets government legacy, a stage where SpaceX regularly performs its orbital symphonies. Today's launch summary. On April 13, 2025, SpaceX executed a major dual launch day. The one from Kennedy Space Center was a Mumar-sending Falcon 9, carrying 21 Starlink satellites, out of which 13 had the revolutionary direct-to-cell capability. For time of launch, 9:42 a.m. ED, T-rocket, Falcon 9. Payload, Starlink Group 673. 13 direct-to-cell satellites, plus 8 regular. This mission is part of SpaceX's long-term vision to build a satellite internet system that offers global coverage, especially to areas with little to no cellular infrastructure. But what makes today's launch so groundbreaking is the direct-to-cell technology. What is Starlink direct-to-cell? Imagine having full mobile connectivity in the middle of the ocean, on top of Mount Everest, or deep inside a national forest. With direct-to-cell satellites, that's becoming a reality. These new satellites can connect directly to your regular smartphone. No need for specialized equipment or even nearby cell towers. Each direct-to-cell satellite acts like a floating cell tower in space. And since these are part of a vast constellation, they can blanket the entire planet. This isn't just about checking Instagram in remote areas. It's about emergency response, disaster recovery, military communications, and education in underserved regions. Today's 13 satellites are part of this next-gen network that's aiming to do what even Starlink's original satellite internet couldn't. Make mobile truly mobile. Inside the Falcon 9, engineering a modern miracle. Let's take a closer look at the vehicle that made today's launch possible. Falcon 9. Taubats, this two-stage rocket is a marvel of modern engineering and has become the workhorse of SpaceX's mission profile. Standing 70 meters tall, Falcon 9 is powered by the 9 Merlin engines in the first stage and a single Merlin vacuum engine in the second stage. These engines burn RP-1 and liquid oxygen, giving Falcon 9 its incredible thrust and efficiency. One of its most groundbreaking features? Reusability. Unlike traditional rockets that burn up in the atmosphere or crash into the ocean, Falcon 9's first stage returns back to Earth and lands vertically, ready to be refurbished and launched again. This not only saves costs, but drastically increases the pace of space missions. Today's booster had already flown 5 previous missions. And once again, it returned successfully, landing smoothly on the drone ship. Just read the instructions. Stationed in the Atlantic Ocean. The launch timeline, from countdown to liftoff. Here's a step-by-step breakdown of how today's launch unfolded. T-minus 38 minutes. Final go, no-go poll completed. T-minus 35 minutes. Rocket begins fueling with RP-1 and liquid oxygen. T-minus 10 minutes. Engine chill begins to condition the engines. T-minus 1 minute. Falcon 9 goes into startup mode. Liftoff. T-0. Rocket lifts off with roaring engines, climbing into the atmosphere. Within 2.5 minutes, the first stage separated and began its journey back to Earth. The second stage continued to carry the payload to orbit, followed by a perfect satellite deployment. Thousands watched the event live, both in person and through SpaceX's webcast, celebrating another textbook mission by the private space giant. More coming in the next section.